Howdy, I'm Dominic, also known as Dommypwnz, and I have to thank you for watching 5 years of, Dommypwnz. It's been my greatest pleasure producing content for all of you guys. People who love it, people who hate it, you know, all the in-between. But, I can't believe I even got this far, to be honest. This was just a hobby at first. It was just going to be a dumb little thing, so how about we go back and go talk about the start of it. It was a day, like in 2020, sometime in like late 2020. I went to go watch Desert Bus 64 by Simple Flips, and what pulled up was the video itself, but something right under it caught my eye. It was this thumbnail with a bus on it and a bunch of like I saw Mario and Luigi, but I also saw a bunch of like recolors. I was confused. I was like, what is this? And I got like curious. I watched it and it was just a great video. It's a video that hooked me. This video, of course, is by Super G64, but he doesn't need any glaze. I hate that guy. Boo! He stinks! Yeah, blah, blah. But it hooked me, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I can just do that in my free time, you know, just have a little fun with it. So, I did just that. I created my first color code, which is even the final one that was used. I'll try and make a recreation right here and show it. Then I made another one, which wasn't quite it either. But then I settled on the green, white, and black. Actually, no, I didn't even settle on that first. I settled on like green, white, and red shoes. But fun fact, the red shoes weren't even meant to be there. They were meant to be the normal brown shoes. Because I used a certain color code generator, like a website, it made them red, so I decided to stick with them. You know, I just decided to have fun with it, just like free ball, have some concepts. Then eventually, just later down the road, I decided to get better at my content. It's like, oh yeah, I could just put more time and effort into it. Also, regarding the whole like Super Dommypwnz name, yeah, at that time, I was like, no one's gonna see my content. I want them to, so I went with a more generic name. Boo again. Boo. So, I can't remember which day, I'll just show it on the screen, but decided to go back to the Dommypwnz name, and very glad I did. Actually, before I go into the content, how about I talk about the name, why I chose Dommypwnz. Some people think I chose the name based off of Sullypwnz. No, definitely not. What happened was, this was right around when the 3DS got like that price drop. At the time I needed a name, and I wasn't really creative as a kid, or at least like I wasn't good at names. Still I'm not, but my brother pwned a lot, and my grandma always called me Dommy. So I was like, alright, Dommypwnz. Ta-da! There's the name. Nothing too like excessive. It's just I always stuck with it when I used Nintendo products, so it was just Mario 64 content, Dommypwnz, makes sense. Alright, but going off of that, for the first thing I want to talk about is Super Mario 64 Dimensions Collided. The little, like, not in between, but the little talk about it beforehand, like how it came to be and its future. So the beginning of it, it wasn't actually a series at first. It was a scrap blooper. It was, I think it was called Mario and the Button, or the Dimensional Button, something like that. And I showed off, well, I showed off one clip, and I used a different one. I'll show them both on screen right now. And I decided, I'll scrap it. I wasn't having fun with it. The whole plot was going to be a couple of recolors in Mario, go through a couple dimensions, and, you know, just get into trouble, then, you know, it'd wrap up in some dumb way. I don't remember, it was a couple years ago. But at the time, I saw a couple of people like have series. It was like Super G64's Fate of the World, Sharks' World Traveler, Yellow's World, and GMM64 Dark Age Awakens. I was like, oh, okay, I can make a series, that might be fun. So I did, and I just threw whatever at the wall and see what worked. That was the first like version of it. But then I decided, if I'm gonna create a series, I'd rather have the first part be good. So then I made the second version. I kind of just, like, threw stuff at a wall there too and saw what worked. I wasn't really proud of that version though, as you could tell with the final version, which was fully scripted, like a lot more planned, and has some of the best quality I put into work, like 3D models, scripting, composition, stuff like that. And I'm very proud with how I'm writing it. I'm writing a story doc at the moment, getting approval with a couple other people, and I will say, I'm not gonna like try and hype it up all too much, but I do hope that it is able to at least wow a couple of people with how it is turning out, because I'm really proud of it. Future things, and future videos, I'm planning like a couple, like I'm revisiting a couple of concepts, and I am just gonna go like to the wall with it. Like I guess one that I'll preview if I have any concept art of it is it's like a Gwen Saga video, Gwen Saga fan video, you know, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna talk about it all too much because now I have nothing. But yeah, I do have a couple of models. So I'll show them up on screen for a second. The next thing I want to talk about is a small little project I'm going to work on over December. Is the Dommypwnz Christmas album. You're thinking, Christmas album? Why do you want to do that? Because I like Christmas. And I hate Blooper Day. Blooper Day? Boo! Christmas? Yeah! So it will be a very swag Christmas. I've been blabbing my mouth way too long. All I can say is, I hope you have a wonderful December, and thank you again for watching 5 years of Dommypwnz. Thank you, have a good night.